Yeah. Way up.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. And of course, we have a really special guest host today. Roland Martin is back.
I'm way up.
Unfiltered.
I'm way up.
Yes, so thank you for joining me today. I know, first of all, what I love is that Roland can speak to what's going on as a political analyst, but also entertainment-wise, you have a lot of amazing things.
A ratchet analyst.
Okay, a ratchet analyst, but well-informed. Okay?
Yes.
Ratchetly well-informed.
Yes.
So we appreciate that.
Always good to see you and hear you.
Yay. All right. Well, we have some fun today. Jackboy is going to be joining us later on. He has an album on the way, Trust the Process, and a single on the way called Style by Meech. But there's a lot of things we'll address with him that he may not have spoken on before. But in the meantime, we got to start it off with some love and positivity and shine a light. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Let's spread some love as we get this show started on a Friday. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee, and Roland Martin is here with me today, guest hosting.
Glad to be here.
I'm happy to have you. And you know, this is what you like to do too. Shine a light. All right. And today I want to shine a light on Lainey and Shar Edwards from Black on the Block. They founded this as a Juneteenth event to showcase Black-owned businesses, bringing the community together to have a Black party and a market. They relocated to LA to expand their business through pop-up events, but also noticed the lack of representation for vendors like themselves. That's when they established Black on the Block. It's a monthly event that celebrates Black culture. And so every single market brings new obstacles and challenges, but they have over 100 Black-owned businesses and over 1,500 attendees monthly, where you can shop all Black-owned clothing, jewelry, skincare, supplements, plants, home decor, whatever it is Black-owned, and it's an experience. It's a block party, live DJs, celebrity appearances,
Awesome.
giveaways. Yeah.
Well, I love it. I mean, every Tuesday, I have a segment called Marketplace. We feature Black-owned businesses. And a lot of people don't even know the stuff that we do. We have like pot companies and all people who make pots and all kinds of different stuff like that. And so you're exposed to it. And then at the end of the day, it provides an amplification for those businesses who can't necessarily afford a major marketing advertising campaign. So
I've met people that said that you've helped their businesses a lot with that. So I knew you would enjoy this today. Maybe there's a potential collab.
Yeah, absolutely.
For you guys.
We always looking to feature folks, but for the businesses, they just don't necessarily have the marketing dollars to be able to do radio commercials, TV commercials, digital ads, and so this is great for them, the foot traffic.
All right, well, you guys follow Black on the Block. And
Black on the Block.
Their @ is Black X the Block, so you guys can go there if you want to be a vendor, if you want to apply, if you want to even just attend and support some businesses. Now, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Jess, who you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my job. We're a service provider here in Indiana, Southern Indiana. We provide medical treatment, substance use treatment, residential treatment for women with children, and we do foster care as well. So anybody want to be a foster parent in the area, look us up at thefamilyarc.org.
And what city is this in?
This is in Southern Indiana.
Okay, Southern Indiana. All right, Jess.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love that you called up because I know people could definitely use those services.
For sure. Like I said, at thefamilyarc.org.
Thefamilyarts.org. All right, thank you so much. All right, well, that was Shine a Light. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. Let's talk about Cat Williams. He reads over 3,000 books a year. People don't believe it. We'll tell you what he had to say. We'll see what Roland has to say about this. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that yee tea.
It's Way Up. And I got Roland Martin guest hosting with me today.
What?
Let's get into some Yeetie. Cat Williams, he was on with Joe Rogan, and he talked about a lot of different things. Now, one thing he was trying not to do was get canceled, and Joe Rogan asked a question about Black people and menthol cigarettes. Here's what happened.
So you can't sell menthol cigarettes in California?
Right. They have their own cigarettes. They
wild.
have non-menthol Newports.
Why do Black people like menthol so much?
You're going to get me canceled. This is very racist, this
Is it?
conversation. Just saying, why do Black people like Newport so much? And a black person actually getting ready to answer this, it's terrible on all ends.
All right, Roland, you're shaking your head.
No, it's not. first of all, black people have been targeted by the cigarette industry. Menthol, they're also even more addictive. And so we smoke menthols at a higher rate than anyone else. And also we were targeted in that everybody remembers Cool Jazz Festival.
Yep.
They advertise in every black media publication.
So black people were targeted
Absolutely.
for menthol cigarettes.
Organizations, in black media, in every possible way. And so the menthol ban isn't necessary. 45,000 black people die every year due to tobacco. That's real. So we're talking about Black Lives Matter. They absolutely matter. And so the Biden administration, the FDA has proposed a ban on menthol cigarettes. The Biden administration is supposed to make a decision by next month. And I absolutely support that because that's saving black lives.
Yeah, over 70% of African American smokers prefer menthol cigarettes compared with 30% of white smokers. And black people are also disproportionately have high tobacco related disease and mortality. And that is because it was, like you said, with Cool, it was targeted toward the black community.
It was promoted as cool, and people don't understand. So other companies wouldn't advertise in black media. We all remember full page ads in Ebony, Jet, Essence, Black Enterprise. And so they literally had psychologists studying African Americans and how to market to us and how they actually with the actual tobacco, it's a cool feeling. It's in terms of how it comes down, and that's how they targeted us, and that's why and it's harder to quit.
Okay.
Menthol cigarettes than any other product.
All right, so it was something that was by design, for sure. Now, another thing that Cat Williams talked about was people don't believe that he reads 3,000 books a year. He said he reads 8 a day. Here's what he said.
From the time I was 8 to the time I was 12, I never celebrated any birthdays, never had a Thanksgiving, a Christmas. I never trick-or-treated. I wasn't allowed to watch movies. All I could do was read, and I love to read. I'm reading books that are 200 pages, and it takes me about an hour to read one.
200 pages in an hour.
Can somebody ask Kat, name the book titles? I just pulled this book out of my bag. The Montgomery Bus Boycott and the Women Who Started by Joanne Gibson Robinson. I can name titles. So I want to see hashtag Cat Williams Book Club so I can see these 8 books a day.
A book club would be a great idea.
I ain't buying 8 a day,
you read
bro.
a lot.
I read a whole lot, okay? And I'm not buying. Look, as a kid, I used to do 300 books a summer. I had nothing else to do. Come on, dog. I need book titles.
Okay.
I need receipts.
All right, let's see. And so that was that. You could watch that full interview with Joe Rogan. Now, BMF has been renewed for a 4th season, and that is right before the new season premieres, season 3 today. By the way, I saw the first 3 episodes. You know I love watching BMF. So, a new season already on the way. So,
does the show last longer than they were out on the streets in real life? Like how long before they went to prison?
you can see as right now it's building up to that. So I guess we all know it's going to happen at some point as you're watching. Like we know how the story ends.
No, it's not. No, it's not. They're going to get close to going to prison. Then they're going to do a look back when they were 12 again.
You think so? You don't think they're going to go to prison?
No. This is going to be a 30-year show.
Well, Big Meech is coming home next year.
Right.
So this will be interesting.
He's going to be free for a decade before the show ends.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night. Roland and I will talk to you about what we did last night. What I did was, I've been catching up on Love is Blind, but you're going to tell us you got to New York yesterday. We'll discuss. It's way up.
So, about last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
It's way up, and I got Roland Martin guest hosting with me today.
Howdy.
Well, and so you got in town yesterday, Roland. So tell us what you did last night.
Susan Cares National Mentoring Gala. Mm-hmm. They're in 58 cities across the country. And so this is their annual fundraiser. So we live streamed it on my Black Star Network.
Yes.
Did my show from there, Roland Martin Unfiltered. And so huge supporters of what Susan has done. She's just amazing work, just providing mentors for our kids.
Oh, mentorship is so important. Yeah. I wish I would have had some mentors when I was growing up. I feel like I would have.
You didn't have any?
I didn't have any.
Really?
Yeah, not until... I don't know if I've ever had an official mentor, but I'm going to tell you this. Now I do seek that out in different areas that I'm interested in, like when it comes to finance, when it comes to real estate. Now I have done that, but when I was younger, I was kind of like floating around trying to figure it out.
Mine were listen, so my grandparents are married 40 plus years. My parents are married 56 years in June. So I had grandparents, parents, aunts and uncles. So that was, and then mine built from there. So I had a really strong foundation of people who were in my life.
Oh, well, that's great. And so everybody listening, seek out those mentors, though, sometime, and be specific, too.
And if you want to be a mentor, National Cares really could use you. Like I say, some amazing work they're doing. They've expanded significantly over the past decade.
All right, I'm going to look into that.
Yep.
Now, last night, I was catching up. I wasn't doing the amazing work you were doing. I was catching up on Love is Blind.
Oh, Lord.
And when I tell you, I guess Chelsea and Jimmy are the couple this season that people are focused on because they're like a disaster couple. And so she told him that she looks like Megan Fox. And when he saw her in real life, and this has been a really huge conversation, she doesn't quite look like Megan Fox. And the first thing Jimmy said was, "You lied." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, about like, it's cool.
Okay,
You're
you
beautiful.
said she doesn't quite, like, so how far away are we?
I would never have made that comparison.
Thank you. So when you're like, she doesn't quite, you were just being nice. What you really should have said is, hell no, she don't look like Megan Fox.
I mean, the problem is that's a high, like, Megan Fox that's like saying I look like Beyonce. Like, no, you can't. Sometimes that sets the bar really, really high.
Yeah.
You look like yourself. And also the whole point of the show is that you don't know what the person looks like. You're falling in love with them based on personality. And so looks shouldn't even be an issue. It shouldn't even be something that comes up
That's
as a
lie.
topic.
That's a lie.
So attraction does matter. And I was having this
Hell
conversation. Like, how can you, because then when you guys link up in real life, right, when he proposes to you and you accept, and by the way, they both had other people they could have been with. I think that Chelsea also has a lot of insecurities about the other woman that Jimmy could have been with. I think her name was Jess. Is that? Yeah, I can't remember her name, but there was another woman that he chose her over Jess. Yes, it was Jess. And so I think she was always insecure about what it was going to be like when he saw what she looked like too. And it was just really interesting.
Look,
while
I ain't like
watching.
my wife when I first met her. I didn't. I met her at church, and she was like mean preacher lady. I didn't like her.
But you needed her.
No, I didn't like her.
You
But
fell in love.
but luckily she wore the right pair of pants on one day, and I was talking to the frat brother. And I was like, I said, "Yo, frat." I said, Reverend Jackie got an ass on her.
Okay, Roland, let's move on.
No, I literally told this story to Bishop T.D. Jakes on TBN. It is a true story, straight up. And I told her, I said, there's power in the booty.
All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret. No, honestly, okay.
No, that's 100%.
Power in the booty.
No, that's not a joke. That's
I believe
100% true story.
Okay, you looked at it differently.
She wore the right pair of black pants on that day.
All right, well, 800-292-5150. Since Roland is sharing, we want you guys to call us up and tell us a secret. That's 800-292-5150. You see, we're all about sharing, no judgment. Call us up, tell us a secret.
Way up. Shh. This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Yes, it's time to tell us a secret. It's way up. Roland Martin is here. He already told us a secret. I would play the song In Them Jeans. All right, if you... But what are your secrets? We're not going to judge you. 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, tell us your secret.
My brother, he has a wife currently that me and her actually used to fool around before they met.
Wait, you and your brother what?
His brother has a wife that he used to fool around with his wife before they got together.
Okay.
But me and her never even told him about it.
Why didn't you tell him?
Because I ain't really think it was no big deal. We had messed around like once or twice.
Okay.
You ain't
she really only knew me by my nickname at the time.
What's your nickname?
OC.
Hold on. Is he your real brother or your play brother?
Oh, this is my real brother.
Okay.
And you ain't told your real brother?
Well, it was before they
I
were...
mean, it really wasn't a big deal. I mean, me and him, we ain't the closest in the world. I mean, because he's a little bit older than me, so...
He's older. They're not that close. But I will say it was before they were together. He said it wasn't a big deal. I mean, why mess up his happiness?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But they started going through some things, and she was up there running her mouth about it to me, trying to confide me about it. But I guess we just went back to some old.
Did you hook back up with her since you did it before while she's been with your brother?
We did it a couple of times, but
I'm judging your ass.
And they back together, and it seemed like they happy with.
You think you the contributor to bringing them back together?
I I don't know if I'm a contributor, but I mean, if that's the case, I must really got some going on.
So you really believe it all in the family, huh?
I feel terrible enough, bro.
You would do it again?
Hell yeah.
Nah.
You lying.
Would you do it again?
Did that laugh says it.
That's all I need to know. All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. You have a good you too, Roland. I appreciate both y'all.
All right, brother.
All right. Hey, anonymous caller. How are you?
Hi, Angela. How are you?
I'm good. It's me and Roland.
Hey.
Hi, Roland. How are you?
Great.
What's your secret today?
2 days ago, I was on FaceTime with my cousin. He was drunk. I can tell that he was drunk, but he swears on everything that he wasn't. And he came out and admitted how he always wanted to me.
Your cousin has always wanted to have sex with you?
Correct.
Okay.
He's my third cousin, too.
Oh, he your third cousin.
He was like, yeah, it's been like mad long since I've seen you, and you was looking like big AF. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, yo, calm down. And then the kicker about it is that next day, he ended up writing, he was like, yo, I'm so sorry. I was like drunk out of my mind. And then he was on that block me.
So did you help him pay bills?
What? What in the white people mess going on here? No.
You ain't help him pay the bills? Mm-hmm.
Are you attracted to him too? It feels like this story is
No.
Okay.
No. I don't do that.
If he wasn't your fifth removed cousin, would you be attracted to him?
Hell no. Ooh, no.
Okay,
no,
just
no.
checking. But hey, if you from Tennessee.
well, thank you for calling and sharing with us.
All right, thank you.
That feels like Navy's girlfriend. All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, we're still taking your calls. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's discuss Diddy. There are some more things happening with a woman who is suing him for sexual assault. We'll tell you what they are. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea. Come and get the tea.
Yes, it's way up. Roland Martin is guest hosting today.
Chilling.
Yeetie time. All right. So Diddy Combs, one of the accusers in a sexual assault case, can no longer remain anonymous. According to a new filing that People obtained, a judge ruled that Jane Doe, who claims that that Diddy and Harpier, along with a third unidentified man, sex trafficked and gang raped her when she was 17, must include her real name in court documents if this case proceeds. Now, this all came after Diddy's side argued they will suffer prejudice as a result of the proceeding being anonymous while their identities have been revealed.
I totally understand from a court standpoint why you want to give a woman protection in this case, but we also have to recognize that when you make these type of allegations, it can have a negative impact on somebody else's career, even if they never even go to trial, even if they're never even convicted. Mm-hmm. And so I do believe that you have to face your accuser, and when you're getting attacked publicly, and we know how many the people who woman filed a suit against Snoop, remember, right before the Super Bowl?
Yep.
And it wasn't true. When Chris Brown got hit as well. So there have also been false suits filed.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation because it also may discourage somebody if something is true if you don't want. That's what makes it difficult, right? There's so many women who have to deal with things and then they don't want to have to put their identity
all
out
the
there.
Attacks, things like that. Mm-hmm. But again, but the individual who's being accused, the reality is, I don't care if you don't like them or not, they also have
the right
rights
to defend themselves.
Yes.
All right. Well, the court decided that Jane Doe did not have more specific support to maintain her anonymity. So that is, if this proceeds, we'll know who it is.
Yep.
All right. Jerry Jones is ordered to submit to a DNA test. There's a lawsuit that a woman brought who
called Maury.
She is his daughter, 27-year-old Alexandra Davis. And so she feels like she doesn't want to have to hide her truth or live under the thumb of fear. And she wants to get some peace. And she hopes other families will have that same benefit from the judge as well.
Cha-ching, Jerry, cha-ching.
We shall see what happens. Okay, and Terrence Howard has been ordered to pay $900,000 in back taxes after saying it's immoral for the U.S. government to tax descendants of slaves.
Say, man. Cut that check.
Listen, the taxes, as far as being immoral, I don't think the government cares.
And I'm sure Wesley Snipes and Ron Isley going, Terrence, pay up, bruh. Pay up.
Yeah, so the Justice Department has sued him, and the actor, Terrence Howard, his only response was a voicemail that he allegedly left on the phone of the case's lead tax attorney in November. So we shall see.
Hold on.
But this
he
isn't
left a voicemail with the IRS?
Yes, he did.
Boy.
Allegedly.
Boy, you... Come on, Terrence. Terrence.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this go wrong for a lot of people in the past.
Like, go to jail.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes was, I think, one of the ones that we all always discuss. And you know what? Speaking of Terrence Howard, Jussie Smollett has completed his 5-month outpatient rehab program. He is now preparing to come back to Hollywood. And so his team said he's now focused on his comeback. He's gearing up for the release of a new movie as well.
I wish Jussie and other entertainers would learn to monetize their audience and not have to wait for Hollywood. Utilize digital channels. Utilize your YouTube channel. Drive your music. You can do your own movies. There's a way to it. That way you're not waiting for somebody to say, okay, we'll welcome you back.
Mm-hmm. We was just talking about monetizing that Facebook.
You know it.
You know it. All right, now, Funny Marco. Man, he just took a picture with Lala at the BMF screening, and he posted, fellas, you can shoot 100 shots. All it takes is one. Hashtag BMF. And then he posted a DM. It's me, Lala. Just wanted to see if you could let me take you out one day. I know you be busy. I be hella busy, so let me know so I can pick a time. And Lala was just on way up. And here's what she had to say about Funny Marco. But the thing is, the guys who do make the effort, sometimes we overlook them. Like Funny Marco. He made some effort. Okay.
He made some effort.
He sat down with you for a couple of hours. He DM'd you. You left him on red.
I did. You know what? Funny Marco is so funny. Everywhere I go now, that's all people want to talk to me about. They're like, are you going to give him a chance? Are you going to go on a date with him? But you know what? I appreciate his effort.
So that's a yes.
I didn't say yes, but I said I appreciate his effort.
She talked about that boy like a fifth grader say, will you marry me? That was the tone in her voice. Like, oh, yeah, it was an effort.
Well, the tone in the interview was also funny like that.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I get it.
But we know he ain't got no shot at all.
You never know.
Angela, this ain't Birdman and Tony Braxton.
People would have said no to that, too.
That boy ain't got no shot.
All right, we're going to see. We're going to see.
No.
And that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar, the stories that are perhaps flying under the radar that you should know about. And you know what, Roland Martin, we're going to do one of these front page stories today because there are two things happening, two hearings for Trump today, one in Georgia and one in Florida. We want to hear what you have to say about it.
Hit cha-ching.
Let us know. It's way up.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's way up under the radar, and Roland Martin is here.
And I'm way up.
You are definitely way up. By the way, before we get into this Donald Trump stuff, I just want to let y'all know Chick-fil-A has recalled Polynesian sauce packets, and that is due to allergy concerns. So if you have packets of Polynesian sauce at home, throw them out, according to Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
That's why I like Chick-fil-A sauce better than Polynesian.
I do barbecue.
All right, now let's get into two Trump cases that are going on today. One in Georgia, the other one in Florida. And by the way, while this is all happening, Donald Trump, according to the courts here in New York, he has to pay this $454 million civil fraud penalty while he appeals. So they are not going to halt collection on that. So a lot going on. But Roland, fill us in.
Well, out of Atlanta, first of all, they're going to have the final arguments because they have the testimony of the guy who used to be the divorce attorney for Wade, the dude who was knocking the boots with Fonnie Willis. Mm-hmm. That brother needed his ass whooped. For the text messages, he emailing the other lawyer, and so
you think he should have recused himself?
Actually, first of all, let me be real clear. Fonnie Willis, you're great, you're wonderful, but you created all of this. You should have never put your man on the case.
Right.
And then when they first filed the motion, Wade should have said, I'm resigning from the case.
Okay.
So because this is totally distracted, we're not even discussing the case. We talking about who got a garage door opener, how many times he came to your crib, did you tell your daddy about your new man? It's nonsensical. You can't create distractions, and frankly, she did.
Right. Okay.
She did. So it's not looking good. And even if the
judge, do you like how she handled it once it was all put out and people were definitely supporting the way she was saying this has nothing to do with this case?
She's correct, but she created the problem.
It's a mess behind it.
Your job is to say the whole team needs to be squeaky clean.
Okay.
You don't create drama. Fonnie, you created the drama because you picked him.
Right. All right, so that's there. Now, what's going on in Florida? He's trying to get that pushed back, right?
Well, but look, you got the Trump appointed judge on that particular case.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so Cannon has been making all sorts of decisions. We know she's in his corner, but he's trying to get all of them pushed back because what he's trying, if he wins, then all the cases get put on hold. No. They all get put on hold. You can't prosecute a sitting president.
And the longer things take, normally that's easier for people to get off for something if it keeps on getting delayed. I know a lot of times people try to delay.
Yeah, but his whole deal is if I keep pushing it and nothing happens until November, and if I win, then everything goes dormant because you cannot prosecute a president, which is also BS based upon a legal ruling when Nixon was there. I don't know why they keep believing that. That's actually a legal opinion written by Nixon's Department of Justice.
It's not a rule. It's not a law.
That actually is not a law.
Yeah, it's not a law.
Okay, that's just a letter from Nixon's DOJ, which I'm like, it's sacrosanct. No, it's not.
But they want to prosecute Biden. All right.
Right. Well, the Republicans want to impeach him.
Okay, well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, Jackboy is going to be joining us. He has an album on the way, Trust the Process, and a single on the way, styled by Meech. It's Way Up.
Like to talk like they Angela Yee,
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
It's Way Up, and Roland Martin is here with me today.
Woo, it's lit in here.
You ready for some Yee T?
Come on.
All right, now J-Lo, as you know, put out an album, and it's called This Is Me Now. Why are you doing that? It didn't do well, though, by the way. The project has...
Because everybody's sleeping.
Yeah, it didn't perform as well as she thought it would. It actually debuted at number 38 on the charts. And so it just barely made the top 40. This Is Me Now. This is the lowest charting title of her career. And in part of this, though, she also did a documentary, This Is Me Now, a love story. And according to her team, a lot of people said they didn't want to be part of the project. Here's what happened in that documentary.
Taylor Swift is a no.
Jason Momoa's not available. Jennifer Coolidge not available. Lizzo, Ariana Grande's unavailable. She's in London until September. Snoop's not available, unfortunately.
I don't want to force anybody to do this who doesn't go, this is going to be fun. Nobody wants to say no to me, Benny. I get that. But when an actor doesn't like a script or doesn't think it's good enough or is worried about it, that's what they'll say.
I thought it was a doc. So how's that a script?
I mean... it is like a visual that goes along with her album. So it's like a visual. There's a documentary. There's a visual
Maybe
aspect
should call
of it.
I'm Not Available.
They wanted a cameo. Now Lizzo said nobody asked her, and she said, "I love you, J-Lo." So maybe other people also were.
J-Lo, next time, why don't you call? You need to call the people yourself, not your people call.
Right. And J-Lo, by the way, also says in the documentary that there were people in previous relationships who manhandled her. And so we don't know who she's talking about, but people are definitely speculating on a past relationship who she could be referring to.
See, you know what I hate when they do that? Because the problem is they then look at the people who you dated and assume that's that person.
It's one of them. So
that's kind of unfair to just go ahead and say it.
Maybe she will, maybe she won't. It's hard to tell people when it comes to traumatic experiences.
I'm not available.
All right, now, congratulations to Ayesha Curry. By the way, she just announced that she is having her 4th child. So, Steph and Ayesha Curry, congratulations to them.
I just sent Steph a text.
She announced it in her Sweet July magazine, and she said for so many years they thought they were done. 3, that's it. We're not doing this again. And then last year we looked at each other and agreed we want to do this again.
So what was that special ball, the All-Star game? Not the 3-point ball, but the 4-point ball. What was that?
Oh,
the money ball.
Yeah, the money ball.
No, the money ball.
He knows where that's where his great shot is from.
Steph's still hitting.
He knows.
He's a banger.
All right, now let's get into some new music because it's a New Music Friday. Schoolboy Q has a new album out. It's called Blue Lips, and here is Thank God for Me. All right, Schoolboy Q was on Jimmy Fallon too, by the way, as he talked about his new album and performed Ohio, and there you have it. All right, now also out today, that Mexican OT, Texas Technician. Meek Mill has his EP out, Heathenism, and he's also been trending as Freak Mill.
He need to stop tweeting.
Yeah.
Like,
give it a break.
Snatch his phone.
Usher ain't say a word about these.
Not a word.
Allegations. Baby Tron has an album out, case dismissed. And Cardi B has a new freestyle out. It's called Like What. All right. And that is a Missy Elliott sample, of course. I know you know that.
Missy.
All right. So shout out to Cardi B. She also dropped a visual for that as well. So
what is it called? I'm not available?
It's called Like What.
Okay.
All right. So you guys can check that whole thing out and decide for yourself what she's talking about. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie and new music. And of course, it's exciting that we have my guy Roland Martin here. So when we come back, we want to make sure we talk about Roland Martin Unfiltered and everything else you have going on. It's way up. Now let's get into some Neo. And by the way, he's on the new season of BMF. So I had a chance to watch that. Sexy Love.
Yeah.
Yo.
More Way Up with Angela Yee on now.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
It's Way Up, and y'all have been listening to my amazing guest host, Roland Martin, all morning. You know him from Roland Martin Unfiltered. So I want to talk to Roland about what you have going on right now. You know, you're in New York, and I appreciate you being here. And of course, you have been having. How long have you had your own platform?
So I launched the show, my show, September 4th, 2018. I launched Black Star Network September 4th, 2021.
Okay, and so let's talk about having your own and what that's been like for you, the triumphs and the challenges.
Well, a perfect example. I hit Susan Taylor and I said, "Hey, are y'all, streaming your National Cares Gala?" And she said, "We're not, because they did in years past because of the cost." I said, "Well, we can go and handle it." And then I'm also in town for Harry Belafonte's Celebration of Life at Riverside Church, and I hit his daughter Gina, and I asked Gina the same question. She says, "Hey, we're not." I said, "Look," I got my own thing. See, that's the whole point. There's so many things that happen in the Black community that people never get to experience because we're hoping somebody else covers it.
Right.
So when we own our own, we can decide what to cover, and so I don't have to ask permission. So we carry the gala, the Cares Gala. We're going to carry the Harry Belafonte Celebration of Life, and people around the country who love Mr. B and around the world who can't come to New York, they're not going to experience it because there wasn't a funeral. He passed last year, and so this is his birthday is today, and so that's what celebration is, and that's what I love. Being able to have my own platform, I don't have to ask permission.
Right, you can make it happen, and you don't have to go through all the red tape.
No, ain't no red tape.
Now, I want to ask you this because you've always said that you're not you don't identify as a Democrat.
No, I've never identified with either party.
Right.
I look at the issues that matter to me in my community, then I assess candidates, and that's who I pick.
Where are you now?
Oh, it's fundamentally clear. And the issues that matter to me and our people, ain't no way in hell it aligns with Donald Trump or any MAGA Republicans. They are against the things that matter to us. They are against $35 for insulin. They are against Medicaid expansion. They are against voting rights. They are against DEI. They are against affirmative action. They are against the stuff that is critical to our survival. And so there's no way in hell I want any of them in office.
Now, one thing that you and I definitely agree on is that you cannot sit this out. A lot of people are talking about, well, I don't like these candidates. I'm not planning to vote. I don't think my vote matters.
That's all a lie. What people don't understand is, my deal is if you don't vote, shut the hell up. Okay? So don't complain about anything local, state, or national because you had an opportunity to make a decision. And then people say, oh, it's the lesser of both evils. Let me be perfectly clear. Somebody is going to win. Okay? And whoever wins, they're going to govern based upon their philosophy. And so you would be idiotic not to sit here and go, okay, mayor's race, state rep, state senate, county commissioner, DA, judicial races, House, Congress, Senate, and president, they're going to have an impact on your life whether you like it or not.
All right, well, good. I'm glad that you're up here to talk about this, and I want to make sure that you're up here a lot more because it is a critical time.
Oh, it's huge. And people, I'm always trying to connect the dots. There's nothing in your life that government does not impact. Your birth certificate is a government document. When you get immunized in school, it's a government document. Your diploma is a government document.
Marriage.
Your marriage certificate and your divorce certificate. And your death certificate. All government documents.
All right, well, make sure you go check out Roland Martin. By the way, you also interviewed the Dalton mayor, Tiffany Henyard, and I'm going to have her on the show on Monday, so I want people to watch that.
And I might be covering the council meeting on Monday.
Okay, well, that is Roland Martin. Guys, follow him. Make sure you subscribe to the Black Star Network also. And when we come back, we have Ask Ye, 800-292-5150. If you decide not to vote, F you mean. It's way up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. All you should know. This is Ask Ye.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. And Roland Martin, Unfiltered, is here with us.
Hey, Yee.
All right. Well, let's get into some Ask Ye. People are going to call in and ask for our advice. 800-292-5150 is the number. We have Billy on the line. Billy, what's up?
Hey, I got a question. I need your help.
Okay.
All right. So I'm dating 2 guys right now, but unfortunately, one lives in Atlanta and the other one lives in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could do long distance, but I like that person a lot. But I have trust issues. But the one in New York, we both too busy for each other. So it's just like, if I like 2 guys at one time, what do you think I should do?
Are you in a relationship, and or do they both know that you're dating other people?
See, I'll be lying. So I don't be telling them that I be dating other people. But I'm not in a relationship.
Well, why don't we start with stop lying?
Yeah, that's important because you'll have nobody if you keep on lying.
I just feel like don't ask, don't tell.
I mean, do you know if they're dating other people? Have they told you that?
I don't want to know. So I'm not
you don't want to know.
All right, first of all, so you got trust issues with one, and then you too busy with the other. How about how about you don't date anybody?
And sometimes those trust issues come from the fact that you can't be trusted.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times when y'all know what you're doing, that's why you don't trust somebody, because you know what you're doing. What if they're doing to me what I'm doing to them?
No, my trust issues come from I see what people do to other people. So,
but you're doing it. You're kind of doing it too, Billy.
Yeah, because you the other people, Billy.
But it's different because I know my intentions. My intentions aren't bad. Maybe I'm the problem.
Billy, you know you the common denominator in both dilemmas.
And I will say, a lot of people who cheat and lie, I'm not saying that they have bad intentions. They just think they're not going to get caught.
I think Billy needs to sit down and have a conversation with Billy. An honest conversation with Billy.
You might be right.
And, truthfully, neither one is going to work because you're not giving either one your all. Right? And so it's really hard to judge what a relationship could be with somebody if you're not dedicated to it, because you're not focused. You have other things going on. So if I'm not giving you my attention 100%, there's no way that person's giving you their attention either. You're too busy running around doing other things. And so if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But you can't expect to know what it could be if you're not even participating in what it could be.
Thank you. You helped me out. You helped me out a lot.
All right, Billy.
And if you really like the person in Atlanta and that's who you think you would want to be with, then you should try to actually focus on that, because it feels like, you're never going to know if you don't try. It's just like trying to start a business that could possibly fail. If you don't even try, then you don't know what could happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I received that. I appreciate that.
All right, Billy. Good luck.
All right, Billy.
Wait, before I go, can I shout out my podcast?
Go right ahead, Billy, because now everybody going to know who you are. Go ahead.
Shout out to my podcast, the 25 and Over Club. You talk about when life get real. You talk about mental health, anxiety. Talk about sex, dating. And we just do it with a little extra razzle-dazzle.
Okay.
And now the 2 others going to know exactly what your issues are.
But that's okay. 25 and over.
No. See, I'll be lying on the podcast. One watches the podcast on YouTube. The other one watches the audio. So
you do know they can actually watch.
Billy.
Billy, sit your ass down.
Billy,
talk to yourself, Billy.
You know where your anxiety coming from.
Right. From Billy? Billy driving Billy crazy?
You creating this anxiety.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, Billy. All right, well, thank you for calling 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have Jackboy joining us, okay? And we got a lot of great things that we need to talk to him about, things that you haven't heard him discuss before. It's Way Up.
Turn it up! You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. My guy Mano is here.
Mano.
And for the first time, we got Jackboy on the show.
Yo.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about because you've never been up here before.
Nah.
But you do have new music on the way, a new album on the way, Trust the Process. When is that coming out?
Sometime March. Right now I'm getting all the clearances together, so March definitely.
It feels like you in a different space right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I see a lot of the work that you've been doing as far as wanting to help build a hospital in Haiti.
Yeah, for sure.
So you were born in Haiti.
Yeah, I'm born.
So what was it like for you going back to Haiti, and what inspired you to say, okay, we got to do something?
Just going back and me knowing like, damn, I made it from out of this, like, and seeing how hard it is. It was like I could chip in a little bit, and knowing that like $1,000 over there go real far. Like, I wanted to help out a little bit, and I'm still trying to get it to that level. We still ain't, because the people I had, and then they kind of backed out or whatever life, but it's still like I'm still pushing for that. Like every little deal I get, we try to donate a little something, or every little thing I do, we try to keep it going. Yeah.
And you've been getting into shape. Some people were saying that they thought you had surgery.
You've been working out and everything.
Yeah, I be on my fitness.
Yeah, that's good.
But
man.
they be going crazy on me. I heard everything. He on steroids. He on this and. But you know, I guess a lot of artists is getting the body done.
Yeah. They getting their BBL.
Yeah, so they went to thinking I got it. They went to think I got the BBL, LLC, CDL. Like what? Nah, I don't know nothing about all them. Yeah, but after I got past that, and they like, nah, he really be on it, like, and he real deal diet. They like, I can mess.
You don't drink none of that?
None of that. I don't drink. Straight water.
Straight water.
Mano's here with me, and we are talking to born in Haiti, raised in Florida, Jackboy. I saw somebody said in the comments like, okay, you know, the music that you're putting out now is too positive. We know it's bad to be a certain way, but they want you to be back how.
I give them both, but the rough that I was putting out ain't really get me no far. The positive I went to putting out got me a plaque, got me my restaurant, got me. I'm not popping pills, like I could still drop the rough, and I'm still gonna drop that, but it's like. That's not my focus. So whoever build with me. Whoever don't, I'm not focused on that, because I see that with every artist. And if you get caught up in that trying to create your old shit, you lost in the sauce.
And then I know you probably hate everybody always asking you about Kodak Black, but it's hard not to. You know, I did a sit down interview with Kodak Black that didn't come out, but I was in Florida and did it. And he quite frequently will say he wants y'all to be on good terms at some point. But how do you feel at this point now?
He's straight.
No, you don't think it?
Cool, he's straight.
Because y'all really was so tight, though. Like, and I know it's hard because people do affiliate with you guys with each other. It's hard, you know. Pompano Beach, it's like it's not like there's a ton of people.
Yeah, he good.
He's good. And then I do want to discuss, like, just because you've been doing all these positive things as of late, but then a lot of times things that have happened in the past have come up.
Yeah.
You know, we got to talk about your ex-girlfriend, because even when the announcement of this restaurant happened,
for sure.
It was like, look, you know, this is the problem, that you do have these accusations of domestic violence against you.
Yeah. Even with that, like, I don't even want to too much, because, you know, people see interviews and they'll be their moment to, I'm about to juice up off of whatever this person say. So it's like, whatever a motherfucker think or whatever, you win. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to keep on going back and forth with stuff I know I'm bigger than. But it's like, I ain't gonna let no situation I know I'm past, I'm not gonna give it no life.
Is this something that's still open, or is it something that's been resolved?
That's been at the moment, and nobody, like, the blogs ain't come back and said, oh, no, none of this ain't going on with Jack. Like, Jack don't got no charges for no domestic, no. So I view, like, damn, they just want to paint me a certain way regardless. Like, so it's like, I'm not even gonna try to prove my point in situations. I'm gonna just quietly get my money, and they be trying to attack the rap. Like, y'all can have the music. They'll try to attack the business, the everything. So it's like, I ain't got time for all that. Y'all have it.
Jackboy is here. He has a new album on the way, Trust the Process, as well as a new single, Styled by Meech. We have more with him when we come back.
Vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano's in the building, and we are talking to Jackboy. Now, I also saw recently in the news on Monday, they were talking about 13 people got arrested for the shooting where they actually were trying to get you. It felt like you were targeted, you know, and so that just happened. So how do you feel now that that news has broke?
It was a girl lost her life, so that's real.
Really sad.
Prayers out to her and her family, like all that. So I don't really want to too much touch on that topic, but I guess they was in a Suburban or whoever, and I'm in an Escalade, but I don't know if they placed it as like my entourage or however, or people mistakenly thought I was in there. I don't know, but that's what the police saying. Somebody probably thought I was in that car and shot that car up, but I don't really know. So I'm just
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just watching from the sideline like everybody else.
And for the woman who lost her life, have you spoken to her family?
I didn't really know her like that, so I figured out this her people, and I guess I got her sister number and got in contact with them, try to pay for everything I could try to, whatever they allow me, and whatever they don't, it's like I gotta respect it. Right. But it's like I definitely talked to the dad and had a lot of conversations with him for like.
That's good.
And I felt it. At first it was like, all right, and because I'm kind of used to it from being in the streets. Like I'm used to.
You get a little numb to things like this.
Yeah, like
unfortunately.
I'm used, and people will look at me and be like, damn, man, you don't show no type of emotion to that. But then when I got on the phone with the dad, I felt it. Like that was the first time, like not even for a friend or some like people I know, like I ain't never felt it before. Like, damn, life.
Yeah, and people are hurting from that. I just feel like even for you, there's been a lot of situations. There was another situation where they felt like you had gotten shot, but it wasn't you, it was your brother.
They be counting me out. They just like, I guess they did the most and this and this. They got airlifted and all, but the situation was not even really all that what was going on, or as bad as they was trying to make it seem. It's like, damn, like they just on this mother like saying I'm shot or I'm this, and me and my brother in the house playing the game right now. Like, that was a wild situation. So,
Mano's here with me, and we are talking to born in Haiti, raised in Florida, Jackboy. You think in Florida they have some of the worst beef when it comes to hip hop out of anywhere?
Oh, Florida, go crazy. It's bad hip hop beefs. Like I see people do like the Chicago beef. So I see even down here it's be a lot of beef in New York. But the thing about Florida beef is like, it's different.
I mean, ultimately it's the same, though. I mean,
it's all the same.
Because at the end of the day, we knocking each other off.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really for what?
Yeah, it don't be for no reason too.
All right, and now this new album, Trust the Process. So 2 Chainz is on there.
Yeah, 2 Chainz.
Boosie, Key Glock.
Boosie, Key Glock, Rollo.
So the album's done.
Yes, it's done.
Man, are you happy to try to leave all this drama behind? I feel like when you came in the game at first, it was just so much all the time, back and forth. Sure. But meeting you're way different than I would think you would be.
Everybody say that. A lot of us be smart as rappers. I see people be like, bro, y'all crazy and stupid down there in Florida. Don't know Florida rappers stupid. I don't give a what image they trying to portray. Or nobody from where I'm from we be thinking hustle moves. But we do tend to get around people that is kind of slower behind, and like I say, it's more followers than leaders, and some of them leaders
yourself.
Yeah, they go to thinking like this lame he cool, he doing like chilling in the hood drinking liquor cool. It's like, no, that ain't cool. What I'm doing is cool. Like y'all gotta get on this, and I can't backtrack and get on that.
All right, well, Jackboy album is coming out
for sure. We're gonna say March 15th.
All right, and if people want to go to the restaurant
downtown Oakland, and then when you're in the Bay Area, pull up on me. Tell them I sent you there from this interview, and then shot on me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 1942 or no?
Whatever you want. Big business.
We had to go to the big business first.
For sure.
All right, well, Jackboy, thank you so much. We appreciate you. It's Way Up.
Appreciate you.
All right, you can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Happy Friday. And thank you to Roland Martin for making this a fun show for me today.
Just glad to be here kicking it with you.
And make sure you guys check out Roland Martin Unfiltered and the Black Star Network. Just so important to go and subscribe to that.
Absolutely. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join our Bring the Funk fan club because we do stuff. Look, we do more original content than any Black-owned platform every day. And 5 hours every day.
That's where I like to get my news from, too. Because I feel like sometimes I watch the news, it's the same stories over and over and over and over all day.
No, we don't do that.
You don't do that.
No, we don't do that.
And you go right to the source. You have some great guests on there. And, of course, I always love your commentary.
Appreciate it.
All right. And thank you again to Jackboy for joining us. You can see that full interview on Way Up with Yee. And I want to tell y'all right now, today is a special day for me because my coffee is now in Slutty Vegan. Slutty Vegan, the restaurant. Shout out to my girl, Pinky Cole.
What's the name of the coffee?
Coffee Uplifts People Cup. And so you can find that on Instagram. Also, Coffee Uplifts People. They've started breakfast, and our coffee is the exclusive coffee.
All right.
That is at Slutty Vegan for their breakfast. So,
cha-ching.
So excited about that. We launched that in Atlanta. So when you go there and get your coffee, just know where it's coming from. And of course, you guys have the last word.
I've been dating a guy for 7 years. We just recently broke up, and I want to mess with his nephew. His nephew has been, giving me the googly eyes. Every time that me and his uncle go out, he just tries to flirt with me and stuff. So yeah, I'm attracted to him.
Hey, I want to shine a light on all my kids, Yediah, Zion, Lanaya, and Prevail. Love from your mom.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.